Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jimmy and this is Patriots Club. In today's video, I'm going to go over how an easy 45-degree angle can actually help you make a larger than 45-degree angle on your miter saw. So if you stick around, we will get to that right now. Okay, so first off, I'm going to go ahead and start with clamping this to my miter saw on both sides of the fence, and you're going to see why here in a minute. Now, there are a few different iterations on how you can do this and different ways that you can actually do this yourself. So take this as a generalized way that you can do this for yourself and then build on this idea if you don't want to do it this way. So we're going to take that at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to make that first cut on the left side, and then I'm going to take it 45 degrees to the other direction on the right side, and I'm going to go ahead and make that cut at 45 degrees that way as well. So now we're going to have a little block that comes out of there, and we're going to have two different 45-degree angles on both of those boards right there. Now, after I get over that, I go ahead and explain that you have two 45-degree angles, which gives you a 90-degree angle right there. It will allow you to cut bigger angles after you get this entirely built out. So right here, I show you that we're going to go ahead and cut another 45-degree angle on this board right here. And I have just a few different scrap pieces of wood that we're going to end up using. There are no specific measurements that I'm using. We are literally making a homemade square. It's rudimentary. It doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to go ahead and come through right here and actually cut off the end right here, put a 45-degree on that, and I will show you here in a minute where we're going to butt those up against each other and show you how we're going to go ahead and cut up the rest of that board. So right here, I do throw both of those boards back on there and show you kind of what we're looking for right here. Those boards should go together with a nice smooth surface butting right up against each other so that it just is one surface area. Because this board is long enough, we're going to go ahead and come over here. We're going to measure from the end of this board up until where we need it to stop. And we're going to measure that off, and we're going to come over and cut that at another 45-degree angle, and that will give us the most bang for our buck for this board. Okay, so I'll just bring this over, and it almost ended up being half of that board. I cut that at another 45-degree angle, and it works out almost perfectly. I do end up having to square that end off a little bit and taking a couple of inches off, but that's no big deal. I wanted to make sure that that was far enough in so that you see that little overhang right there. It will give us something to clamp onto later. So that is kind of what we were going over right here. Okay, so that's going to give you your backboard, and that's going to lay across your fence, your board right here, which your parts and pieces will lay across here. And then this is a brace, obviously, so your 45-degree angles stay a 45-degree angle, and it does not fall and collapse within itself. So you've got a nice 90-degree angle right there and 45 degrees on the side. Now, this tool is for your shop use, so you can make it as strong as you want or however you want. You can add the wood glue and then nail this together. You can add screws, but that's kind of risky because you're going to have it right up against your miter saw while you're trying to make those cuts, and I wouldn't want to risk accidentally trying to saw through some screws that you have in there. Okay, now it's relatively important that you keep that as flush as you possibly can so that when your pieces are up there, you know they're going to be flat. You know they're going to be straight so that all of your cuts are straight and flat. So I went ahead and made sure everything was good, nailed those together, and I will also go ahead and bring that back brace in, make it nice and tight. I will end up adding some wood glue, and I will nail those together and make sure that that is nice and secure as well. Now, there are many different ways that you can do this, any different way that you want to make it, you're more than welcome to change this or make it however you think is a better way. It's completely up to you. But this is a nice, quick, easy way I figured that you can reuse this setup over and over again. And I will show you kind of what you can do over and over again. Now, the boards that I used, that's about 3 inches, but you can make those 4 inches or even wider, and it makes clamping that board to your fence a little bit easier because it is a little bit higher, but I did add those overhangs on the back, so it's not too hard for me to clamp those onto the back of mine. Once I get this brad nailed together, I am going to throw together another one of these exactly the same way, same setup, same steps, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what having 2 of them and how you kind of use them might work out, or what it should kind of look like. Now that you have both of these braces made, this will allow you to come up here and make, if you make a straight cut like this, if you make a straight cut like that, you will end up with a 45-degree angle. And then anything that you need to go from there, 45, 50, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, so on and so forth, you would just count those numbers up, and then you would end up going up in those degrees. So as you need it, you would just add those degrees onto here, onto that 45 degree. So that's how you would cut above a 45-degree angle. So for that last build, that was a 53-degree cut. Go ahead and go 45. We need to go 5 more for 50, and then 3 more for 53. Lock it in. Okay, while I'm cutting this, I do want to let you know that this is not an exact science, but it is good enough for most woodworking projects. You do have to be careful and make sure your angles are good. That would be our 53-degree cut so that we could do our stars that we did in the previous video. So, nice, easy way. These you can keep around your shop. There are a couple of different builds where people glue boards down to their saw, make their cuts, but then once you pull them up, you've got glue on the bottom sides of your boards. You got to peel that off or whatnot, so you got to worry about that glue. Here, all we end up having to do is, hopefully we're on camera, you just have to grab a clamp that down, then you have it in place. So you do that on both sides. Move your saw to the 45 degrees. Make sure it clears it, butt it close to up against it, and then you're good to go. So you don't have to cut a board new each time. You've already got 2 boards, these boards ready to go, and they can sit around your shop. If you guys found the video helpful, useful, go ahead and give me a like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, guys, and catch you in the next video.